Now this is really ingenious. Hiding the pipe behind the cornice or crown molding. I never would have thought of that.
Yeah, we took advantage of the architectural feature of the molding. It prevented us from having to cut open the sheetrock and drill through the studs. And we were able to tuck the pipe in up above.
Now this is the kind of thing that I could see you might want to even suggest to a homeowner. It's a nice embellishment to the room, and it makes the installation a lot easier.
Yeah, it's a great alternative for concealing piping.
Now this is that pantry I put in. Remember I had a wall cabinet up here
Yeah.
and a base cabinet, took that out, put this in, and you pointed out to me that that was going to be a problem because you planned to put a sprinkler right there.
Right there. So what we did, Ron, is we came over here and we installed a horizontal sidewall sprinkler head. This is covering half of the kitchen. And then on the opposite end of the kitchen, we installed another horizontal sidewall.
So these two together take care of the whole space here.
Yep.
So this is a good example of you knowing beforehand if there are going to be any changes in the house. Because if I hadn't told you that, that sprinkler would have been useless up there.
Right. We would have been in trouble.
Big trouble?
Well, this is one of our challenging openings here. We had to open this
yeah.
bay here. We had electrical wires, security wires, and we were able to pipe 2 sprinkler heads, and look how nice it came out.
You know, you'd never know you guys were here. And when I saw this opened up, this was probably as big a hole as we had to do on this first floor. Turned out great. Now, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong here, this is a good example where planning pays off in great efficiency because the pipe comes up here, crosses over, and supplies this sprinkler head in the hallway. But that same pipe also supplies this sprinkler on the other side of the wall for the dining room. So we didn't have to really even open up a wall in the dining room.
Right. This came out really well because aesthetically it looks great too because it's centered between both spaces. We came up where there is no wall and we routed around and got 2 sprinkler heads.
So I guess you could say this is an example of where 2 heads are better than 1.
Perfect.
Now I have 1 or more sprinklers standing guard in every room of my home. The concealed heads, like this one, will remain out of sight unless there's a fire. In that case, when the heat at the ceiling reaches about 150 degrees, the cover would drop away and the sprinkler would activate. Typically, within a minute or so, the fire would be out. Sprinklers like mine would discharge about 25 gallons of water per minute if they were activated. Firefighters' hoses, on the other hand, put out about 250 gallons per minute, 10 times as much. This is the kind of destruction a fire can cause in just minutes. And this is a typical example of how little damage can occur with sprinklers.
A lot of times contractors will look at a retrofit project as being a very difficult project and challenging. And I will say they are difficult and challenging, but they're no more challenging than new construction. And I'd really encourage people to think about doing retrofit work.
You know, I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that having a home fire sprinkler system is like having a firefighter in every room of your house 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I know that's what I want when it comes to protecting what I value most. You guys.